right now on News Channel 8 at 11.
It's time to start rebuilding our lives, see what we're going to do, and take it from there.
Tonight, Florence slowly creeps across the Carolinas. Heavy rain bringing intense flooding tonight. The latest on the storm's track coming up. Plus,
he was such a caring and loving person. He would give the shirt off his back to someone who's needed it.
2 teenage boys in Manatee County killed on the way to the homecoming dance. Tonight, what we're learning about these 2 students.
Second down and 3. Penalty marker. Fitzpatrick to the end zone. Touchdown, Chris Godwin.
The Bucs picking up a big win against defending Super Bowl champs. We'll tell you more about Fitz magic and the performance on the field that everyone is talking about. That's coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Carter.
And I'm Melanie Michael. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday night. At this hour, crews working hard in the Carolinas. Close to 1 million customers are in the dark. Tonight, downed trees, power lines, and debris blocking the roads as the water rises.
Storm Team 8 meteorologist Ian Oliver been tracking Florence for us for days now. Ian, what's the latest on the storm?
Rod, Mel, good evening. Officially, Florence was downgraded to a depression early this morning, but that means very little in terms of the flooding threat as it exists moving into the early portion of the new week. Heavy rain continues to fall through parts of North Carolina. In fact, we got a severe thunderstorm warning, southeastern portion of North Carolina at this point. The good news, it's motion now off to the north at 10 miles per hour per the latest update, taking this disturbance farther off to the north. The rainfall comes to a close, but the flooding threat, as I mentioned, will not. This is it as it stands right now. All the red you see here through North Carolina and South Carolina, that's flash flood warnings ongoing. We've got flood warnings in effect, and all the blinking polygons you see there, those are river flood warnings. And unfortunately, those rivers are still rising. Some will reach record levels over the next couple days as up to 40 inches of rainfall that fell across parts of the Carolinas finally finds its way into those rivers. Locally on Max Defender 8, we're tracking a couple showers coming to a close across inland spots. We'll show you those and get you the forecast for the week ahead coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Ian, thank you. And now a tropical depression. Florence is still drenching the Carolinas. That storm has wreaked havoc since making landfall Friday, dumped feet of rain in some places, shut off power to at least 1 million people, and the storm is now responsible for the deaths of at least 15 people. NBC's Jay Gray joins us now with the latest.
The winds may have eased a bit, but the rain has not, as the attack from Florence continues.
This storm has never been more dangerous than it is right now.
More than a dozen have died in the storm. The latest victim, a 3-month-old, killed when a tree fell on his home.
Your heart is broken.
Close to 1 million are without power. In some areas, there's already more than 2.5 feet of water rushing into homes and businesses, with more on the way.
And this is a first-hand look at the damage here in Wilmington. You can see this giant oak tree pulled from the ground, thrown across the street. It's pulled down power lines. It's crushed a car here. This is the kind of scene playing out across the Carolinas right now.
High water rescues continue. Some pulled to safety by Coast Guard choppers. Others scooped from the rising waters by boat.
The water started coming to the house, so we went up in the attic, and we stayed up there for a little while, and then we prayed for it to get daylight.
And like so many here, for a way out. Jay Gray, NBC News, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Tonight, a South Carolina family is dealing with a double dose of sadness and fear. They traveled from Columbia to Wesley Chapel to bury a loved one. They're now worried about their home in the path of Florence, what they will return to. The Mentors lost their brother Hans in a hit-and-run crash on Boyette Road nearly 2 weeks ago. And while they have been here for the funeral, Florence dropped record rainfall on parts of the Carolinas.
Don't know what we, going to be looking at when we get home. We pray that it's nothing and we just get some rain and some wind.
Although they are certainly worried about their property at home, they miss their brother dearly. The driver of the car that hit and killed Hans is still out there tonight.
Now to a story that's all new tonight. Students at Lakewood Ranch High School will head back to class tomorrow morning with some very heavy hearts. 2 of their classmates died in a car crash on their way to the homecoming dance Saturday night. News Channel 8's Gabrielle Shirley spoke with the parents and friends about this devastating loss.
The parents of one of the teens killed in the crash tell me they came out here to see this memorial. It had been about 24 hours since that crash happened. They say when they got here, they were surprised to see that a group of people were already here. honoring both of those boys.
So my hearts are with them, and I'm sorry.
An emotional gathering at the crash site near State Road 64 and Pope Road. It is now marked by a memorial.
I came here first thing this morning as soon as I found out, and I just sat here and I cried for feels like forever.
17-year-old Chase Coyner and 15-year-old Matthew Powers lost their lives here on Saturday night. Chase's parents tell me he was driving Matthew to the homecoming dance. Chase decided to skip it because it was his dad's birthday and he wanted to celebrate with him. A friend says Chase was a light in this world.
Even in the worst situations, you could be having the worst day, and he can just make you smile and feel something.
We learned Chase, a senior, wanted to be a pilot. Matthew was a sophomore. He played the clarinet in the band. We spoke to one mother with a son at Lakewood Ranch. She says this is a busy intersection with blind spots.
We've lived here for almost 3 years. We've been complaining about this intersection the entire time that we've been residing here.
According to Florida Highway Patrol, Chase turned in front of another car. Now, these people want something done about what they say is a dangerous spot on the road.
I hope this changes something. How many people have to be hurt? How many people have to die?
Students at Lakewood Ranch High School tell me they are organizing a memorial for Chase and Matt on Friday. In Manatee County, Gabrielle Shirley, News Channel 8.
We now know the name of a motorcyclist who was killed in a crash Saturday in St. Pete. Police say 30-year-old Michael Baker was speeding when he struck a box truck. This happened near the 400 block of Park Street North. Baker was wearing a helmet at the time and was taken to Bayfront Health, where he later died. Hernando County deputies tell us the manager of a Spring Hill gaming center shot and killed his own nephew. The shooting happened last night at Lucky Fish Games on Northcliffe Boulevard. Deputies say Roger Vasquez was acting erratically, waving a gun around. That's when the business owner called Vasquez's nephew, Raymond Correa. Witnesses say Correa is usually able to calm Vasquez down, but deputies say Vasquez shot Correa twice, killing him.
Tonight, a corporal for the Pasco County Sheriff's Office could soon be out of a job. Spokesperson for the Sheriff's Office says Corporal Stephen Walker is in the process of being terminated. According to the Pasco County Jail's website, Walker was arrested for DUI this weekend by Newport Richey police. Walker appeared on WFLA's daytime show just last week. A family of 4 managed to escape a fire at their home in Haines City overnight. Unfortunately, though, the family's cat did not survive. News Channel 8's Amanda Shavar joining us now from Polk County with a look at what may have sparked that fire.
I hear cracking and popping, and I look out the window, and I just see the fire.
That was around 2 Sunday morning. Haines City fire crews believe it all started in the garage and quickly spread, leaving behind just ashes and rubble in some parts of the home. Seeing this, it's almost hard to believe that the 4 adults that live here got out uninjured. Fire crews say they woke up to a smoke detector, and neighbors are relieved to hear that.
They real nice, we never have no problem.
Those same neighbors heartbroken as the sun comes up to reveal this damage. They realize just how much these people lost.
I know they're going through it right now. It's sad. Yeah. All your belongings burnt to ashes in just a couple minutes.
Crews believe the fire was sparked by charging drone batteries in the garage. News of this is something that's making people reconsider what they have in their home.
I mean, we have a lot of electronics plugged up, so we got to be real careful with that.
Amanda Shavari, News Channel 8.
Happening tomorrow, we're expected to get an update on the lead water problem going on at schools in Polk County. Union Academy and Winston Academy had elevated levels of lead in their water. The school officials there are expected to hold a news conference tomorrow at noon. We'll be sure to pass along any information as soon as we learn it. News Channel 8 is your official Buck station, and oh boy, what a Sunday it was. Today, the Bucks kept their winning streak alive, beating the Philadelphia Eagles here at home. Winning streak, I like to say it.
Nice to keep saying undefeated Buccaneers,
yes,
right?
Indeed.
So I ran into a whole lot of those Eagles fans at the airport this week, and they were quite the confident bunch.
How'd that work out?
I wonder what that ride's going to be like on the way home. So as much as we're going to talk about the win today, which was impressive, I think the quote of the day goes to Ryan Fitzmagic. The chest hair is mine. News Channel 8's Dan Lucas.
That's going to be a hashtag. I know it's trending on Twitter. It is everywhere. People loved it.
That picture of that shirt is everywhere.
We're used to seeing the facial hair. Today we saw the chest hair.
And it belongs to him, so
it's his. I'm going to show it to you here in a couple of seconds because, yes, he's dazzling us even with chest hair. Ryan Fitzpatrick, He was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for his performance last Sunday against the Saints. Magical again today, this time against the Eagles. And yes, the outfit, there it is. The chest hair is his. He borrowed the rest of it from Deshaun Jackson. So there you go, the rest of the story. First play of the game today, Fitz hits Deshaun. This is before they swapped clothes. A 75-yard touchdown to make it 7-0. And you know what? He did it again. Another 75-yarder in the second quarter. This time to O.J. Howard. Yes, the big plays were there all day again. 4 touchdown passes for him, second game in a row. Bucs go on to win this 27-21. Now, coming up a little bit later in the Bucs bonus show, obviously a reaction from Fitzpatrick. Also, I thought the defense played pretty well today. They sacked
they look good.
Foles 3 times. But I don't know how many fans have the Bucs going 2-0. We were talking about this 3-game stretch to start the season. They're 2-0, folks.
Remarkable, and it's awesome.
Yes, it is.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Can't wait for Bucs bonus that's coming up. The magic is in the chest hair, apparently. So.
We love that. Can you tell, right? All right, definitely a great day to be a Bucs fan, as you know, from start to finish. Many people at Raymond James Stadium certainly enjoying the day and the big win against the Eagles. We chatted with a few fans who, by the way, had a big menu of items to choose from.
We're having chicken, we're having catfish, we're having ham, macaroni and cheese, hash brown casserole, all the good southern stuff.
So right now we got some jalapeno peppers in the second batch. We got some onions that have been cooking in bacon grease. So we take this off, we're gonna throw on the cheesesteak. We got a bunch of sliced New York strip. And we're gonna just eat Philly cheesesteaks like we're gonna eat those Eagles today.
Philly cheesesteaks, bacon, it's all good. And I imagine it smelled like a good day over there as well. You know, at Ray J, it probably smelled like victory, which is always the sweetest smell ever.
I know it's 11:30, but now I'm hungry. So with today's win, the Buccaneers improved their record to 2-0 on the year. It is the very first time since 2010 that they've been 2-0 to start the year. In Week 3, the team is taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is next Monday, the 24th, and that one will be at Raymond James Stadium as well.
You know, if you tweet him, I bet he'll loan you that getup. I'm not kidding.
Now I just want whatever that guy was cooking. That just looked really tasty.
You're going away from my dare, are you?
I am running away from that full speed, actually.
All right, changing gears here. Dead fish from red tide littering a lot of our Bay Area beaches, very popular ones.
Yeah, but today we did actually find a beach that was red tide free. We'll tell you all about that coming up.
Plus, we have an 8 on your side medical alert to pass along to you tonight. Why taking one kind of medication may be doing more harm than good.
Nice day to go parasailing, too. Photojournalist Joseph Brown caught some folks doing just that, enjoying the sunshine today. And right now in downtown Tampa, pretty quiet evening. Ian's work week forecast to start off your Monday. That's coming up.